So we're gonna say site:/yelp.com, and what this is signaling to Google is that we only want... What is going on, guys? In this video, I'm gonna share with you a strategy to make $500 by sending 5 emails. If you ain't beefing about the money, then what's the problem? Alright guys, Paul James here. Welcome back to today's video. I'm so excited that you're here, and if you're excited to learn about this strategy of making $500, do me a favor and smash that like button. Also, if you've never been to the channel before, this is a place where we talk about business, motivation, entrepreneurship. So if you're into any of those things, what I'd like you to do is drop below the video right now, hit the subscribe button, and then after you subscribe, if you comment on the video saying I subscribed, I'll actually go back through, I will reply back to you, welcome you to the channel, because I am just so excited that you're here with us today. So I don't want to waste any more time. Let's go and hop into the tutorial. We're going to hop on the computer right now and break down exactly how this is done. Alright guys, so what we're going to look for in order to start sending these 5 emails, and I'm going to show you the exact emails to use, and I'll even give you a link to actually download the email so that you can just copy and paste them as well at the end of this video. So essentially what we're looking for right now is we're going to look for Yelp listings that are unclaimed. So here's one that is claimed. You can see this Trio Pizza and Pasta, they have a claimed listing. It's got a blue check mark. That's how you know it's claimed. Those are not prospects that we're interested in targeting for this method. However, this one right here, Pizza Barn, you can see it says unclaimed, and where there would usually be a blue check mark, there is a question mark. So what is an easy way to identify these? Well, it would take quite a long time to go city by city and actually go through Yelp and try and identify each and every one of these listings, right? So I'm going to show you a little trick to identify them all at once, and then once you know how to identify your prospects, then I'll show you how to actually go out and send these emails. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to head over to Google and you want to type in this search operator. Now a search operator is basically a way to search Google in a specific way. So basically we're telling Google exactly what we want to do. So we're going to say site:/yelp.com, and what this is signaling to Google is that we only want results that are from yelp.com, and then we're going to put this phrase, is this your business? Question mark. So I'm getting that phrase from right here, is this your business, because this phrase shows up on every single Yelp listing that is unclaimed. Okay, so in order for it to search this exactly though, we're going to have to put that inside of quotation marks. So go ahead and put that in quotation marks just like that. All right, now you could search all of Yelp just like this, just by entering in this phrase and hitting Google search. But if you want to get even more specific and you want to target your stuff based on a city, you could type in a specific city. Like right now I'm in Orlando, I could type in Orlando here and it would find all of them that are just in Orlando. So it's going to find all Yelp listings that have is this your business, which we know means it's unclaimed, in Orlando. Let's go do a Google search on that and look at what it brings back. Check that out, guys. 44,600 results in the city of Orlando. Insane, right? And if we actually go and click on one of them, let's go and open one up, you can see indeed it is unclaimed. Okay, so this one looks like it's for an attorney here, and it does have this, is this your business? So obviously, because it's an unclaimed listing, you're going to have to do a little bit more digging, and you're going to have to try and find an email address for this person. I would go and I would grab their name or their address and I would input it into Google and see what I could find. Okay, so I found an article here that popped up with them, and I found a link to their website. And on their website, they have a contact page, and we might get lucky and find an email there, but it doesn't look like it. Okay, I did manage to find an email right here on their web page under their privacy policy. So that's a little tip. At the bottom of every website, you'll usually find a privacy policy, and usually in the privacy policy, it's pretty standard to include your contact email so that if anyone has a question about the privacy policy that you have listed on your website, they can reach out to you. So just a little bit of a tip right there. So I went and I found that. That would be one solid lead. Now I could go back and I could do this all over again and basically compile a whole bunch of leads. So what we're gonna actually offer to do for these guys is we're gonna offer to claim their Yelp listing for them for free. And some benefits of why they want to get that listing claimed is because, number one, it appears that they're out of business. Any customer that comes across their listing is going to question whether or not they're still in business. So it's bad for business. Number two is that if they get any bad reviews, they can't actually respond to those bad reviews, and that makes them appear like they don't care about their reputation or their customers if they're not responding to bad reviews. And then number three is that they're missing out on a lot of potential business, because if they're looking like they're out of business and they can't respond to bad reviews, obviously they're missing out on a lot of opportunities. So those are the three major reasons why they would want to claim their Yelp listing and why we're going to help them do that. Now, ideally, what we're going to try and do is we're going to use that as a foot in the door. You guys should already know this by now, but I always teach to lead with value. And when you lead with value, what's going to happen is you're going to stand apart from all of the competition, right? And because you stand apart from everyone, it's going to make it very easy when you offer something for sale to them to make them want to say yes and buy. So what I offer for sale is Google Maps services. I offer to optimize their Google Maps listing and get them showing up and getting more business on Google Maps. And I charge $500 to $1,000 for that service, okay? It's a great service, and you can charge monthly for it, and it's a great way to just make a lot of money. So you're gonna use this as your foot in the door, and then if you wanna follow my path, you can follow my path and you can upsell them to Google Maps. And I'll show you how that works in a minute. So the tool we're gonna use to email, and exactly why we're using 5 emails is because it's proven that it usually takes about 5 follow-ups in order to actually get someone's attention. So if you've ever tried prospecting before and getting clients before and you haven't had a lot of success with it, it's probably because you failed after the first contact attempt and you didn't keep trying. And people who fail and just give up, well, they're the ones who never see any success with it. So you don't want to just give up after one attempt. I use a tool called Rebump, and I've got a demo account set up here. And I basically use Rebump to help me with those 5 follow-ups because it's a lot to remember on your own. So you could set up sequences in Rebump, and the address to Rebump is rebump.cc, and they're called bumps. So let me just go to bumps and show you what it looks like. So inside of bumps, you can set up what's called a new bump sequence. And what these sequences look like is basically you can send it, if they don't receive a reply from your first email, this will be sent 2 days after your original email. And you can actually make it so your original email shows below, which is great. So you could just send simple reminders that say something like, hi, just want to make sure you got the email below, thanks, and then it'll show the email below, and so on and so forth. So you could set this up that every day, if they don't respond to your last email, you'll follow up with another email until you get the response, at which point it'll cut off and it'll stop sending them emails because you've met your goal. You've gotten a response from them. Okay, so let me show you some of my emails. Okay, so here are my emails over to the left here. I normally start off with a subject line of, are you still in business? And then I say something like, I came across your Yelp listing and noticed it says unclaimed. Just wondering if you're still in business, call me. Now, if you don't want people calling you, that's fine. But we usually don't mind to get on the phone at that point because it's a warm lead and talk with them and explain, hey, we can help you claim this listing for free. But if you want, this works too. Just say reply to the email, okay? Can you shoot me a reply or let me know? That would be fine too. And you could just have them reply to the email. So if you're younger and you're watching this and you want to do this method, you don't want to talk on the phone, totally cool. Just say let me know and have them respond via email. So then I have 5 follow-up emails here that you can see here. So here's one of them. Is that a no? Hi, I emailed you previously asking if you were still in business but have not received a response yet. Email is below. And then that's going to show them the original email. So much like it did right here, your original email will be here. It's the same thing. So what you're going to do is you're going to copy those email templates into Rebump and set it up. And you're basically going to go into your email account. You're going to paste this first email here. So I'll compose a new email message. I would put in their email here, which I found, we'll just say email.com. But we found their email, right? And the subject are, you still in business? And I would paste the email here with, my phone number. And at the bottom of the email now, there would be a little checkbox. I don't have the plugin installed on this computer because I'm on vacation. Should have installed it before I started the video. But basically, the rebump plugin will show right next to the send button. Let me see if I can find a picture of it to show you. So right here, it looks like this. It says rebump, and there'll be a checkbox, and that'll be right on the compose, right next to the send. And you'll click that, and it'll automatically now send your bump sequence however you set it up. I recommend you just copy and paste my email templates into your rebump account. And rebump is free, by the way. It doesn't cost anything to get started with it, which is great. So now it's gonna follow up with them every day for 5 emails until you get a response back. Now, when they respond back, you're gonna offer to help them claim that listing for free, and it's very easy. You just click the button, walk through the guide that goes through it, and you're gonna follow back up with them after you've claimed it for them, and you're gonna do a little bit more research on them. What you're gonna do is you're gonna go into google.com/business, and on that page, you're going to add a location. You're gonna type in the name of the business here, and you're gonna see if it pops up. Basically, what we wanna find out is if their listing is claimed or not. So there's the business name, and I'm not finding anything pop up for them, so let's just hit next and see what happens. Let's punch in their address. We'll hit next. And now we can type in the business category that they fall under, their phone number, their website, which we have. We'll hit continue. And now it's going to ask if we want to verify it. And this is, again, another way to get your foot in the door as well. You can say, hey, I noticed that you don't have a Google Maps listing, because what would have happened is if they had one, it would have popped up. Let me show you an example of one that would pop up. I'm gonna start typing in Blaze Pizza, and look, Blaze Pizza, they pop up all over here. So if they would have had a listing, it would have popped up already. So because they didn't have one, it's asking us to verify it for them. So we're gonna reach out to them and we're gonna say, hey, we went ahead, we claimed your Yelp listing for you, but we noticed that your Google listing doesn't exist and isn't claimed either. So we'd like to help you do that. And you can go and you can text them the code, or you can try a different method to verify, which can either be by postcard, if you want, and then it'll mail them something. That's fine too. But you're gonna offer to do that for them, and you're gonna basically offer to get them set up on Google Maps and offer to help them with that so that they can get more business, more customers. What this does is when someone comes in, types in Lawyer Orlando, it gives them the opportunity to show up here in what we call the 3-pack. So we're gonna offer to help them get that listing set up, get the ball rolling with that, and that's where you can go ahead and charge them money to do that. Now I'm just gonna click later because this isn't my business and this isn't a client of mine, but I wanna walk you through some of the things you can do to optimize this listing. So if I click edit here on the listing, and it's gonna be limited to what I can do since I haven't verified it, but you can see you wanna complete this stuff basically 100%. You wanna come in here, you wanna add business hours, so maybe they're open, you know, Monday and Tuesday, 12 a.m. to 1 a.m. I'm just putting anything in there, but you'll get the point. We'll hit apply. You'll wanna come down and you'll want to add photos. That's an important aspect. I usually like to add photos in at least every category that they have. So they've got a profile photo, a cover photo, an interior photo, and then there's some exterior photos you're gonna wanna put in. There's at work photos, so photos of their business at work, identity photos, and if your client doesn't have photos on their website that you can use, because a lot of times they will, you can just look on their website. Let's see. So they have some photos of their office locations, but if they didn't, I could go to a photo site like pixabay.com, which is free, and I could find free images. Let's type in law. Okay, there are lots of free images on law that we could use to upload to our Google Maps listing. So in a nutshell, guys, what you're gonna see here is a bar that says your profile is a certain percentage complete. And in this case, it says 70%. Once you do all of the photos, you add in the hours, this is gonna move to 100%. And that's the goal. When you get it to 100%, you've completely optimized their profile and filled out and completed it as much as you can complete it, which is going to definitely help out. And that's really what you're doing here. So it's a really, really killer way of getting your foot in the door, helping the business owner out because they've got something now that they never had before, both the Yelp listing and the Google Maps listing that are both claimed and verified. And you're getting the ball rolling for them to help them get more clients and help them get more customers and get their business in front of traffic so that they can actually go and get customers of their own. So it's just such a killer method. So definitely go out there and give this one a try. All right, guys, so there you have it. That is the method. Those are the 5 emails. I'm gonna leave a link to download the emails in the description below. Also, I'm putting together a contest, and you don't want to miss out on this. You saw I used Rebump in this video, which is a tool, it's a Chrome extension to help with the follow-up process, right? Because that's really what you need to do here is you need to follow up with this method. Now, Rebump has a free trial, but I partnered with them to give away 3 of their 1-year account. I'm gonna leave a link in the description to enter that contest. And what you do is you gain entries into the contest. You can come back daily to gain more entries. And the more entries you have in the contest, the better chance there is that you will win one of those free accounts. So awesome value there. I love Rebump, and I'm happy that they reached out to me so that I could offer this to you guys because I want to give back to you guys as well. So if you think Rebump is a tool that you'd like to use, definitely go and enter that contest, and we're going to give away 3 accounts. So don't miss out on that. So smash that like button for me. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you next time. I am Paul James. Peace out.